It's an elaborate music orchestra, Stadium Red, the whole team, we doing it. Right now we just celebrating expansion, Just Blaze in the building, Ricardo in the building, we got a mastering suite, we got Rebel Bass, just doing it big, celebrating.
That's what's up. So what are you working on now that we should be looking forward to, man?
Right now I'm working on Vado, check out that Polo remix out, Diggy Simmons out, a couple things in works I can't speak on, yes. But you know, see how we do.
All right, just walk us through the room real quick. What you got in here?
All right now we got like USB keyboard and audio. We got the machine. I'm really crafting my shit on here now.
Yo, I'm hearing the machine is a beast, man.
It actually is. Yeah. Then I got the the infamous Akai, and I got the MPC 2500. And I work out of Logic a lot, so that's my weapon of choice. And we got the little patch bay, whatever you do with it, and BMW speakers. So it's just production. We're gonna enhance it real quick too. Yeah. So look for another enhancement party soon.
I'm of the new school where all you need is a laptop and Pro Tools and a microphone and you can make hits. So all this extra shit is just, I can just come and just get away from the girlfriend. I love her, but sometimes you gotta get away, hang out. This is what I'd like to call the Superman cave right here. This is the Superman cave. Nah, I mean, it's actually, we were just talking about it, in New York City, this is probably now especially, and even before, it's one of the best studios in the city. And having it uptown is so crucial because that means that my cab ride is not going to be that much. That's really all it is, And everybody knows that everybody wants to be a rapper uptown, so it's always going to stay open. Yeah, look at the SSL because you don't see too many of those. You won't see one in the studio. Many a hit, smash record has been recorded on this. I've been able to, be a fly on the wall for, let's see, of recent records, a lot of Jay-Z's last album, a lot of the Blueprint 3. I was in the mix sessions with Guru for on to the next one. Forever, I was there for the mix session for that. I mean, just countless, this is still, there's probably all kinds of stuff that got spilled on it, all kinds of madness, all kinds of stories. But that's what it is about these boards, the analog component of them, the fact that you can just turn a knob and really change everything in the mix is what makes these things so important. It used to always be a scary thing. I used to work at Sony before it closed down back in 2000, 2001, and the scariest thing ever would be when you had to clean the studio at the end and you'd be afraid that you would vacuum one of those shits right off one of the knobs. I've only done it once, but it happens where you're trying to clean in between potato chips and whatever else they had on their hands, and all of a sudden one of those knobs is gone. And just holy, yo, the new digital SSL, I got a chance to, it's digital analog, I got a chance to mess with it. Shouts out to SSL, they gave us one in Austin, Texas. We had rented a mansion with Ruby Hornet. Shouts out to Ruby Hornet. Shouts out to music dealers. And they did all their closed sessions out there. And they had the baby SSL with the SSL preamps and all of that. And it was just, I mean, it's an amazing thing. That would be something that I would invest in now, because these things are great, but space alone, negates it. You get something like that, it's so small and just, it's an SSL. There's nothing more you have to say. It's 3 syllables, 3 letters, and hopefully greatness ensues from there on.
The interesting thing about this place is how a lot of people say we don't need big consoles, we don't need this, we don't need that, and for the most part that is true. If you look at that, that's the reason why a lot of studios close, because people don't need them anymore. But when you have a bunch of people who are self-sufficient in their own field combine and come together to make something bigger, it makes sense. Because I have my own corner. Everybody has their own corner, but they all work together towards a common cause. And I specifically designed this room so that it takes advantage of the fact that people are working in a digital age, but they can still go analog if they want. So we have an SSL AWS, which allows you to control Pro Tools like as if it were a console. But if you wanted to make it a regular console, you flip one button, and it's actually a regular analog SSL. We have every plugin imaginable, but we still have every piece of outboard gear as well that those plugins emulate. So you have your choice. You want to use a real 1176 or a real LA2A? It's in the island. If you want to go and do it digitally, we have all the plugins you need. And designing the room with that in mind makes it easier to keep your costs down and make the room smaller. You don't have to have a big, huge room. So we scaled down the size of the room and scaled down the size of what's in the room, but all the functionality of working in the analog world or the digital world is still there.
Peace out to Non Factor. Keeping it real all day.